Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about that tweet from Norman Reedus, and I figured while we were talking about it, I might as well play the legend Daryl Dixon in Dead by Daylight. And yeah, we're just going to talk about it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we'll get to it. But before we do, I want to give a shout out to my members here on YouTube. Only Good People, Feedy, and Zombie Cartman, thank you so much. And to my Twitch subscribers, Colt Snacks 12 and One Hot Mama, thank you so much. You helped me more than you know. So let's get into the video. If you haven't seen it already, Norman Reedus he tweeted out today about the end of filming for Daryl Dixon, the spinoff show. So the tweet says, "Last filming day today for Daryl Dixon. It's been such a joy for me to play this guy with all of you for this long. I feel really blessed. Truly, thank you all, really from my heart." And a lot of people think that means that he's going to be done playing Daryl Dixon. But before we get to that, I noticed that Dom the Bomb commented GOAT. And if Norman Reedus is the GOAT of The Walking Dead, then Dom is the GOAT of YouTube. I just wanted to say that real quick because I'm a big fan of Dom. And he makes great content. If you don't already follow him, you should on YouTube. Right there it is, Dom the Bomb YouTube. Check him out. He makes great content. He's one of my favorites. So yeah, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this tweet. I don't think that it means anything other than he's just done with the spinoff. You know, he's not done playing Daryl Dixon. There's all kind of talks about more Walking Dead shows, more Walking Dead. You know, with him, he's talked about how he would be willing to do more with Andrew Lincoln if the story was written well, you know. So I mean, yeah, we haven't gotten the reunion. There's no way that there's not going to be any more Daryl till we get the reunion with him and Rick. I really think that the fourth season is going to end with him back in America. I mean, yeah, there's been all kind of talks. I've seen where they've asked about how's the Daryl spinoff going to end, and they say that this is just the end of his European story. He's coming back to America at the end of the fourth season. I really believe that, and yeah, then we're gonna get some kind of reunion with him and Rick. I don't think it's gonna happen at the end of the fourth season. I think we're just gonna see them. Well, I don't know about them. I don't know if Carol's going to come or not, but I do definitely think that Daryl's going to be back in America. It wouldn't surprise me if Carol stays in Spain because she has fallen in love, and for whatever reason, maybe everyone doesn't come back to America. But I definitely think Daryl is going to find a way back, and then we will see the reunion and whatever they do next. You know, we don't know what that's going to be because it's been pretty silent. You know, all we know is that we have the fourth season of Daryl Dixon and Season 3 of Dead City's filming now. We don't even know if Dead City's going to do 4 seasons. I kind of think they probably will, just because Daryl Dixon was 4 seasons, but we don't know that for sure yet. But yeah, a lot of people were kind of thinking that might be the end of it, but no, I don't. There's no way. It's really kind of. It's surprising. I mean, I've been a Walking Dead fan forever, but it doesn't feel like it's been this long, but I guess it has. What, 15 years? And I've seen many times where Norman Reedus said he would play Daryl Dixon for 15 more years, 10 more years, you know. But I don't think we're going to get that much. I think probably, we'll get whatever the next show's going to be, and that'll be the end of the whole story. Then there might be like a reboot, or I've even seen some talks about an animated series maybe on HBO Max, something like that, where it sticks with the comic book. Of course, we wouldn't have Daryl in that unless they just kind of wrote him in, and that, I mean, anything's possible, and as big a character as Daryl is as big a part as he is of this universe, I could see them, changing things up. Maybe it kind of being loosely adapted to the comic book. Maybe you get some of the same deaths, but we would have Daryl in it. I could see that, and it would be neat to even have them come back and do their, the same actors do the voices. We never know. But yeah, I don't think that Norman Reedus is done playing Daryl Dixon. I just think that this was just about the spinoff being done, and him just being really emotional and really like feeling blessed to be able to play this character as long as he has. You know, this character wasn't even supposed to be in the show, you know, and I can't imagine the Walking Dead universe without Norman Reedus as Daryl Dixon. I definitely want to get that reunion. I want to see more Daryl and Rick hugs like I saw some of the comments on this post. Well, yeah, that's just some thoughts that I had about this after seeing this post. I saw it earlier today, and my internet's been crap, just terrible. So it took me all day long to try to get this video uploaded, if I can even get it uploaded. But if you're listening to this and you're watching this terrible gameplay as me as Daryl Dixon, then it got uploaded. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that he's really done as Daryl, or it's just he's talking about the spinoff being over with after 4 seasons? That's what I think. Let me know what you think. Do all the YouTube stuff, like, share, comment. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my Walking Dead content, or any of my other content for that matter. But oh, and if you're watching on mobile, give the video a hype. Help me out. And I will see you guys in the next video.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.